place you've never been. Everybody else a place you've been before. And when you're done, if you could just raise your hand, and Justin will collect all of the business cards. And Justin, you could collect the pens as well, but I'd like you to mix the business cards in your hands so there's nothing funny going on there. Great. Just move on over here so you guys can see everybody. So what I will try to do is I will try to take a look at the countries or the places, the towns, the continents, whatever they decided to write. Maybe it's a street, I don't know. And I will try to identify exactly who wrote what. Is there any way before we did this that I could know where any of you have been before or exactly where you would write? Anywhere? No? Okay. Justin, did you mix them up? I did. Great. I'll take those back. And how about everybody give a big round of applause for Justin. Justin, you can return to the seat. So we're going to get started with this one. So I'd like you all, very important here, if any of you are poker players, to maintain that poker face. I'm going to start talking about the place a little bit, and I don't want you to give me any tells. I will be looking for tells. So it's very important that you try to keep that poker face there. Are you all ready? Here we go. This is a place that I've actually never been before. It's a place that I've always wanted to go to. I've had the chance to travel to this country before, one of the largest countries in the world, one of the oldest countries in the world, lots of very interesting history to this country, as well as to this city. This is a city, and one of them, at the end, I see a little smile, even though I didn't say anything. So the place is Beijing. At the end, did you write Beijing? You wrote Beijing, I can tell, right? Is that right? Excellent. Give her a big round of applause. So like I said, important to keep those poker faces. That makes it a little bit easy. We'll keep going though. We'll see who's next. Very interesting. So I do not know where this place is, but that makes it harder for me. So I couldn't tell you anything about this place because I don't know where it is. It has a very Latin-sounding name. One of these people has been there before. The place is Vieques. I can see it. Vieques, right? Where is it? Puerto Rico. Big round of applause. Thank you. Two down, 3 to go. Another place I have always wanted to go to, I've actually been to this country. In fact, this city, in my opinion, boasts the best magic in the entire world. If you ever go to this city, look up a magician named Juan Tamariz. In my opinion, again, greatest magician, living magician in the world. Definitely worth checking out. He's from Madrid, and I'm getting Madrid right here. Okay, 2 left. We're down to Michelle and Jessica. And remember, Jessica wrote down a place she has never been before, so now it gets a little bit more interesting. Okay, this is a place I'm very familiar with. I grew up here, or not grew up here, but went to college here. Cold, very cold this time of year especially. There's only one person here who would write down Boston, and Michelle, I know you're going back there. So why don't you everybody give Michelle a big round of applause. So we have Jessica left, and Jessica wrote down a place that she has always desired to go to. And because the power, the passion of desire is so strong, I don't feel the need to look at this card. What I would like you to do, Jessica, is just think about that place. It's an island, right? Yes, it's an island. Concentrate. I see cliffs, big cities, metropolises. Jessica, you really desire to go to Japan? Is that? Japan. applause, of course, for that. So, I think mind reading is great, but you know what's better? This is the thing I always thought was the ultimate dream. Turning money that you have into more, right? That's why we all got our MBAs. So that's what I would like to do now. And to do that, I need the help from somebody here who has a buck, a $1 bill. And what we're gonna try to do is turn that $1 bill into a $100 bill. Right in the front, didn't even give me the opportunity to deny. You want to do it?
Do it.
You want the 100?
Yeah.
Come on up. Big round of applause. So Hush, what we're going to try to do is take that $1 bill. You can show it around, let everybody see, and we're going to turn it into a 100. But I want to make this as fair as possible, and to do so, Hush, I'd like you to just go ahead and you're going to write your name on that bill, and if you wouldn't mind doing that nice and big, that way everybody can see. So go ahead and use the Sharpie and write your name on the bill.
There goes my $1.
There you go. So write it nice and big, show it around so everybody can see, even in the nosebleeds. Right, so show that around. Perfect. So in the real world, right, in my dreams I could do this no problem, but in the real world, there's really only one way to change the physical composition of any object, Hosh. Do you know what that is?
No.
Well, there's actually two. You can burn it, but I don't think that would help us. Or you can use an acid, an acidic substance, and something like that can usually get the job done. Do you mind holding that? See, I did bring with me such an acid. Lemon juice usually does the trick. Totally weird, I know, but it works. Hush. My red silk from earlier. Tuck that back in. Here we go. We'll clean that up later, David, I promise. Load it up with lemon juice. And once we put all that lemon juice on it and start rubbing it in, the physical composition of that bill can actually change. Can you believe it? It starts to transform from a 1 into something totally... Oh.
Useless.
Shoot.
I want my $1 back.
Okay. So, sometimes the lemon juice, I suppose, does take on a life of its own. I owe you, what does this say, Hush?
1 lemon.
Like I said. Thank you very much, Harsh. I appreciate the $1. No, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. This has happened before. I did bring with me something very special for you. Maybe you won't think it's so special, but I think it's special. Oh yeah. Listen, this isn't the first time it's happened, okay? I wrote this show. I knew what was going to happen. This is what happens. It doesn't turn into 100. But what I find interesting is that inside of this lemon, we may actually have a secret. You see, Harsh, inside of this lemon is a $1 bill. I don't like to get my hands too dirty, so I bring tweezers with me for this task. Do you mind holding on to that for me? Perfect. Now there's only one way to know for sure, but if this $1 bill has Harsh's name written right on its face, I'm pretty sure this would be at least close to a miracle. sweetheart. You can take your dollar back. Thank you very much. You guys enjoying the show so far? Yeah. It's about to get a lot weirder. Seriously. And in fact, before I get started, I just want to warn any parents who have their children in the audience that what I'm about to do is been rehearsed over and over and is only for professionals and should not be ever tried at home. And if you feel like this might be inappropriate, it may be a good time to take the children outside to play. Because I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about one of my nightmares. We've been talking a lot about dreams, and I think it's time for you to hear about my nightmares as well. And this is a very personal story to me, and it's 100% true. I grew up in a haunted house. Seriously, I did. It sounds crazy, but the woman who owned the house before my family moved in was a seamstress, and there were crazy stories about what she used to do. I don't know if any of them were true, but the urban legends were terrifying enough. One night, my brother and I were exploring the basement, and we stumbled upon this box of needles. Right? I said she was a seamstress. Very peculiar thing to find. This box of needles gave me nightmares for months. In those nightmares, I'd be sitting there with this seamstress, this old witch of a woman, and she would say to me, Jared, you're never going to wake up from this nightmare unless you take a needle and eat it. Real stainless steel. If I ate the first needle and didn't wake up from the dream, she would turn back to me and say, well, I guess you have to eat another one. In the end, let's be serious for a moment. Good source of iron. If I didn't wake up after eating the second needle, I'm sure you understand how this story goes. She would turn back to me and tell me to finish the entire box. 30 needles in this box. 30 needles, my son. Just a couple left. One, two. One's on the floor. We're not going to get that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. Luckily, after having this nightmare, again and again and again, I realized there was a way to stop it. I realized that if I swallowed a piece of thread, I might be able to recover all 30, at this point 29, needles, one by one. So here we go. We'll give it a shot. Classmates, friends, here's to conquering our nightmares. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. We got a great finales lined up for you guys. Thanks again